Welcome to another episode of Good Seasoning the Podcast.
Let's go!
With JPK, a recorded conversation with three college friends that became family. A millennial-driven podcast where we talk all things flavor and everything in between. No scripts, no filters, just straight talk. No chaser. Now, here's your hosts, J-Mo, Paul, and Kierra.
Back with the podcast, y'all.
Yo, what's good, everybody? I like to welcome
y'all.
What's the word?
Welcome.
Now, what's the word?
Hello and hi, ladies and gentlemen. Cats, dogs, amphibians, and reptiles. Man,
all right,
for
Paul.
real. In all seriousness, welcome to Good Seasoning the Podcast, episode 1. I am Paul Pugh.
This
Part
is
C.
King.
And it's your boy J-Mo.
Yes, sir, man, and welcome to Good Seasoning the Podcast. And let's just get into it. What is good seasoning? So, for me, good seasoning is flavor. Good seasoning is good seasoning is black. Good seasoning is
basically
us. Good seasoning is me. And I say that because I feel like whatever black people touch, no matter what it is, we make it better. We give that flavor to it. We make it shine. We make it shine. We make it popular.
Well.
We make it pop.
Wow.
Say it louder for the people in the back, Paul.
And we are. No, I'm just playing. But for real, man. Good seasoning. Black people is good seasoning. So that's how I feel. What about y'all?
For real. I feel the same way. To be honest, to keep it a G, that's literally what good seasoning is to me. I just feel like, I know y'all seen it, but have y'all seen J-Mo? You need to pay attention now.
What's going on?
He over there got the little chuckles. Cause Paul started singing.
Hey man, I'm just trying to set that tone for episode 1. I don't know what y'all trying to do, but I'm trying to set that tone.
All right, Paul. We all on the same tone. Do you feel me? Okay, y'all. But listening, good seasoning. Literally, for me, it's like soul food. Like, I know y'all seen the movie Soul Food. Like, it's just like love. It's, even though y'all, it could be a little aggression, black family, because y'all, a little background real quick. All three of us met when we were undergrad, and we're friends, and it pretty much turned into a friendly situation. So we don't always see eye to eye. So it's gonna be a little aggression. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because J-Mo think he be knowing shit, but he really don't be knowing nothing.
Really don't.
More than both of them.
Oh, okay. Anywho, but with that being said, that's what good seasoning is to me. It's love, it's black, it's flavor, it's no bland shit, no salt, no pepper. We got the Lowry's, we got the seasoning salt. What we got, J-Mo?
No bland shit.
That garlic powder.
When you throw a little bit. What about the parsley? Because you got to put the parsley on.
No, I won't do that in my house.
Miss Brenda she don't bring out the parsley?
Nah.
No,
To
keep it a G, we don't do that either. It's only for looks. But
no, for real.
I be doing that shit. That. But yeah, my mama don't do that either. But that's what they do at restaurants. But no, for real, y'all, it just remind me of your grandma in the kitchen, stirring up a pot of chili, making some greens. That's good seasoning.
Absolutely.
Straight from the gut.
You know, good seasoning is really that extra sugar at the bottom of the Kool-Aid jar. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like 2 pounds down there.
Yeah, like if that Kool-Aid
is sugar seasoning though?
It
but
is.
It's a flavor. It's a flavor.
Okay, let me ask you this: Do you put sugar in your grits?
Wait, what?
I usually do salt. I put salt. I have before. I'm not gonna say I haven't, but I put salt. I put salt in my grits.
Oh,
I like salt.
No sugar.
I like salt and pepper.
Yeah. Sugar is a type of.
I'm not gonna say I don't do sugar, but more preferably.
What do y'all put in y'all rice?
Sugar.
Sugar and butter. Just butter.
When I was a kid, I used to put hella sugar, but as I got old, I don't put sugar in my food. Diabetes.
I mean, I mean, I don't do that either. But we talking about our childhood, what we ate, not now.
As a child, yes, heavy sugar, butter, heavy sugar. You see, heavy sugar.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, y'all. So, enough about the good seasoning, man. Let's check.
J-Mo, you never told what good seasoning was for you.
I did.
What is it? It's just it's the bottom of the Kool-Aid.
It's that extra.
Yeah,
you know?
that extra. When I put
and the yeah, it's like Kool-Aid got them better things.
I feel it because have you ever drank Kool-Aid without sugar in it? The shit is bland. So I feel you, J-Mo.
Tastes like Crystal Light.
Crystal Light. So yeah,
all right, let's move on. So
yeah, man, I watch this podcast, I Am Athlete podcast, and one thing that they always do, they do mental check-ins, and I think that's something.
Oh, that's dope.
I think that's something that people in the Black community should do more. So,
okay.
I'm gonna ask y'all 3 things. I want y'all to give me 1 to 10. How you doing mentally, financially, and my personal favorite this past month, physically.
Oh.
Why's physically your personal favorite this month, J-Mo?
I'm glad.
Listen, J-Mo, you started off. Start it off.
Might as well.
That's basically what he was trying to say. Let me go first.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
I'm gonna say physically for last. That's my favorite. Okay.
Oh, okay. The finale.
Mentally, I'm straight. But trying to get a job that you want during a pandemic is annoying. So mentally, you wake up, you get ready for work, check your email, and you see unfortunately, we did not select you for this position. And I don't even read my emails no more. I just be like, whatever.
As soon as you see unfortunately, you just delete it.
It's like whatever. So I would say mentally, I'm probably like at a 5.
Okay.
Financially, I'm gonna say I'm at a 3. But realistically, I got a little more than a 3.
Yeah.
But if I say I'm at a 3, that's gonna motivate me to want to get more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I feel it.
My favorite, last but certainly not least,
not drum roll.
Physically, to be honest with y'all, I'm at a 7.5.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm on this
Why
new
is
movement
that?
because it's big nigga season, man. And
not big nigga season.
Pause.
Big nigga. Okay, we'll cut that out. But physically, y'all, I'm in the best shape of my life.
That's what's up.
Come homecoming time, y'all probably gonna see me with a shirt off every day.
Oh.
So be on the lookout.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Thanks for telling us that.
J-Mo, I got a question though. So I was talking to my homegirl and she's on the thinner side, and I was just telling her, I was expressing to her how I was like, it's just so hard losing weight and all this kind of stuff. And she was like, girl, I wish I was like you. And I was like, bitch, I wish I was like your ass, And she was like, no, you don't understand. She was like, losing weight, they have all these supplements out here. She was like, even like for gaining weight, she was like, she can't even get a BBL technically if she wanted to. She don't have enough fat in her body to transfer. So it started making me think about J-Mo, because when I look at J-Mo, I'm like, J-Mo look healthy. He look cool to me. Like, but it's just like,
I thought you said J-Mo wanted a BBL.
No.
Nah, I'll buy a girl
Paul trying
one.
to be funny. But when I look at J-Mo, I think he cool. But when he's like, he won't, gains and shit. In my head, I'm thinking like, I didn't know that was an insecurity. Not saying you have one, Jamori, but I didn't know that people actually was yearning to be bigger if they were smaller. You get what I'm saying? You always hear people like, I want to be skinny. I want to be skinny. I don't want to be skinny. You never hear people be like, I want to be bigger.
And this is the thing about us skinny people, like.
Okay.
Come on, talk.
People can crack so many jokes about skinny people. But let me say,
that's true.
You fat. Let me say you fat. Now I'm body shaming. It's like it's over. So
not fat.
No, people be saying that the moment somebody puts them on
No,
this fat,
people
they're like,
do.
you fat
Ass
like,
bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
You know what I'm thinking about?
What?
Chris
Vine, when he told me to shut my fat ass up, that's what he said. And what I do? I shut my fat ass up.
That had to be the most awkwardest day of my entire life.
Man, that was a crap. No, it wasn't even that day. It wasn't even that day. This is when we was online.
Well, FYI, he said it that day too.
But that day was wild too.
But nah, in all seriousness though, man. Overall, I'm doing good. But enough about me.
What's up?
That's good.
Kierra, how you been?
I've been good. I've been decent. I would say overall for all three of them, I'm at a 5. I'm not complaining. I could always be doing better. Mentally, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Some days I could cry because I don't even feel like getting out the bed, starting this day over. Another thing I want to say real quick: my job surrounds around other people's problems, other people's children's, other people's life. So that's a lot for me to go home with every day and try to cope with that stuff, and also cope with my life, things that I'm dealing with. So I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a caring person. I feel like so sometimes in the middle of the night I'm thinking like, oh no, this lady didn't deserve this, or whatever the case is. But I still have a 2-year-old. I still got all type
got
of
your
shit.
own stuff.
Yeah.
Paul, are you laughing?
No,
Paul was laughing when you brought up the old lady. He started laughing.
Oh,
My bad.
but physically, I just lost 11 pounds. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to Cabo in June. I'm trying to, I'm trying to get Mexico fine just in case I find me a little Hispanic little. I can't even say Hispanic nigga, huh? Whatever. So I lost weight. I'm doing good. I'm trying to. I'm honest. That's what I am. I'm honest. And then financially, I'm probably at a 5. I'm trying to find a new occupation to be making a little bit more money. I got a nice little savings, so I can't complain. Overall, I'm blessed, y'all, to be honest, because I will say real quick, I am 100% better today than what I was last year at this time. Y'all, to really keep it a G, right now I'm 100% better than I was from the moment I graduated college in 2017 to right now. So for about 3 to 4 years of my life, it was very hard. And a person like me that don't really share a lot and I just hold everything in, I will honestly say that I'm very blessed and happy to even be able to be on this podcast and not feel like I'm just gonna shoot myself. Okay, y'all, shoot myself with sarcasm, so FYI.
Yeah. No shooting will be done.
None.
But that's real.
Kierra, you missed one thing though.
Yes, what?
You just dropped a book. Let's talk about that real quick.
Thank you, J-Mo. That's what I'm saying. You got to have people around you that help, that support you. So, let me tell you real quick. You up. ABC's UC, right here. It's by Kierra Kane. Written by Kierra Kane. But, do y'all see that? Illustrated by D. Paul Pugh. Hold on. So, we got a little collab going on here. So, ABC's book, this book is created, designed by Black people for Black people. Okay,
Absolutely.
Do you hear me? So it's for our Black children.
And a boss.
It is.
My nonprofit.
I see you.
Thank you. But no, for real, no, all jokes aside, this book right here is something that came to me. I would say God, I was just trying to teach my daughter her ABCs, and the stuff on the internet just was not relatable, honestly, to her.
Right.
So I started looking around the house. I'm like, shit, I got braids. She got an afro. Let's turn this shit into a movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I hit up Paul. I gave him my ideas. He told me to sketch out some artwork that I would like to be to have in the book. 5 months later, ABCs You See available on Amazon right now. Cop a book.
Yep, right now. Go cop the book. We got more stuff coming. We got more stuff coming soon. We got A is for Afro.
B is for braids.
B is for braids. One of my favorites. G is for greens.
K is
M is
for
for mama. K is for Kool-Aid, man.
All right, y'all. We can't show them too much. Can't show them too much. Can't show them too much.
That's good seasoning, man. That's good seasoning in its essence, right there, man.
Yeah.
That's what we take and make. You feel me? Something as simple as the ABCs, but for our children, we want it to be something realistic, like something that they see on an everyday basis. So when Kierra came to me with the idea, I was like, oh yeah, for sure, this is dope. You know, especially with me expecting a child, I was like, oh yeah, this is great. So
congratulations.
It's definitely something. It's definitely something that you can just have, regardless if you have kids or not. You know.
Absolutely, and it's a dope book. Like the illustrations in it is cool. You feel me? I did my thing. So even if you don't have kids, like if you just want like, you know, something to put on the coffee table, you know, something to just have in your library, it's definitely a good book to read and to just look at. For sure. And the coloring book is coming soon.
Not even that. Just supporting the black woman being an entrepreneur, like
absolutely, man.
I ain't got no kids. I don't plan on having them no time soon. But I cop the book.
I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And I do just want to shout out all my friends or people. Y'all, to be completely honest, I'm not even going to fake the funk. It's people that you don't mess with the hardest that support you the most. So I want to say, I want to take a shout out to everybody that copped the book, that don't talk to me on a day-to-day basis and still felt like.
That's love. That's love.
And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I feel like when it's your friends and family, not really obligation, but you would hope that they would do it. But when you actually see somebody random, they're like, this is dope. I'm going to spend a dub on this. You get what I'm saying? So I do appreciate everybody. I really do appreciate it. Y'all sending my baby to college.
No, for real. That's love, man. We got to support each other. We got to uplift each other. Because if we don't, hell, nobody else will. So that's love, man.
That's facts. But speaking of supporting each other and all that kind of stuff, Paul, how you doing mentally?
Mentally, I am doing. I think I'm like at a 5-6. Like I'm cool. Like I'm good. And I like some days I'm great, but some days like I'm just bad.
It's a roller coaster.
Some days, it's a roller coaster. Some days I'm not. Some days I'm hard on myself when I feel like I didn't accomplish as much as I needed to, you know, especially being an entrepreneur, like it's all on me, you know, so that could weigh heavily on you, especially when you're, you know, trying to take care of a household and, you know, be a good father and be a good husband, and it's a lot to balance, but I'm way better.
You said husband? What? You said husband?
Yes. Future husband. I'm not married yet, but I am engaged. So
that's beautiful, y'all. That's really beautiful.
Thank you. So, but with that, I'm practicing, you know, being a husband now. You know, so you got to put that into motion now. I don't, you know, start being a husband when when I get married. You know, I got to start doing that now. So. Some days are harder than others. I feel like at our
age, we should start low-key, not saying like when you get into a relationship, you should automatically want to be a husband and wife, but at our age, it's just like when you start dating someone, you got to think potentially. Is he husband material? Is she wife material? Not saying that you got to, I mean, J-Mo, you getting on, my nigga. Like, you can't be fucking around with these floozies no more. That's a different topic. That's a different topic.
That's a different topic, but that is a good topic. Check that out on one of our future episodes where we talk about what J-Mo dating with purpose. You know, so that's coming soon. That's coming soon.
Dating with purpose.
Shout out to the food.
But so mentally, shout out to him. Mentally, I'm cool. Physically, I'm getting better. I just got a Peloton, so I'm gonna be going crazy on the bike. I got that for my birthday. So shout out to
Happy belated.
My fiance.
Work, don't stop.
Thank you. So, man, physically, I'm trying to get them smoothies in every day. I'm trying to eat better. I've been saying no to fast food. Even though Rihanna's she's still been trying to get the fast food, but I've been saying no, I'm cool. And she like,
Hey,
for
don't
real?
do,
And I'm like,
don't do my girl
I'm
like that. Don't
Yeah,
let she
you
gotta
lo-
get all
no,
the
she don't eat
nutrients.
crazy though. She don't eat crazy though. She like Chipotle, like, you know what I'm saying, like salads and stuff.
Yeah.
Qdoba,
but-
shout out.
We don't have that out here, brother. We don't have that in California, brother, or not where I'm at. So
Wow.
but-
Really?
yeah, but anyway, like physically, I'm cool. I would say I'm at a 5 because I'm still fat. So, but you know, we working it out. We working it out. We working it out. And
Oh my
financially,
goodness.
That was random. I'm sorry.
How was that random? Like physically,
I just wasn't expecting to say that.
Hey, but it's real.
But to
though,
that
man.
point, to that point,
Hey, J-Mo told me the other day that you could be fat and still be the healthiest person compared to
Facts.
somebody
That's
that's
real.
skinny. Cause you might be healthier than J-Mo. Cause J-Mo, y'all know he only eats
That could be
candy.
real.
He just
It's
started
chicken
eating.
strips.
He just started eating food that was green.
don't forget hot Cheetos.
That. Hey, hot Cheetos. It ain't better than hot fries though, but
I mean, I'm not trying to put your business out there, J-Mo, but he once said he don't even boo boo every week. He boo boo like every other week.
Okay,
And that's I don't think
anybody
that's
that boo boos every day is a weirdo. That's the
how can you call somebody a weirdo?
I'm a
that they
weirdo.
can't- that they can't control?
Like, what are you eating that's making
Right.
you go to the bathroom every day?
Vegetables, nigga. Vegetables.
Rice, salad, smoothies, stuff. You're supposed to get the waste out of your body every day.
Now
Okay,
it's not.
let me ask you
it's
this.
not-
Do the
Okay.
garbage people come every day?
Okay.
Okay, J-Mo, that's two different
They-
things. You always
They come
always
once a
tryna-
week. They come once a week.
It's because
Just-
they're
Alright.
getting paid for once a week.
Whatever, brother.
I was about to say I come when the garbage man come, but that didn't really.
So how often?
Really
So
sound right.
not to deep. No, I don't really want to deep dive into
J-Mo-
this. But how
J-Mo's horny.
often do you go? How often do you go?
To Boo Boo,
Yeah.
maybe like twice on a good week. 3 times I'm out of control.
On a good week, twice.
Yeah, 3
That's
times I'm out of
wild.
control.
That's why you got to do better, brother. I'm sure that's not healthy. I'm sure that ain't.
My
No,
ladies out there that's listening, I can already see how this podcast is going because we don't give a fuck. Okay, stop. We don't care how much time y'all take a shit a week.
Hey, but I need to make sure that he's healthy. You feel me? We have to look out for each other, and I
Okay.
don't think that's healthy. So check on that, brother, please.
Hey,
But
what's
like I
in my-
said, financially, I'm doing good. You feel me? I'm gonna close out my section. I'm doing good. Financially.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So this segment, we're gonna have this segment on every episode of Good Seasoning, the podcast, and we're basically gonna call it "What's on the Menu." You know, what is on the menu today? Or sometimes we might pull something out of the cabinet. You know,
Okay.
what you did
it
there.
depends. It depends. But today we got the menu. Okay.
All right.
So on the menu today we have mental health, and I bet you're probably wondering like, why mental health? Well, May, which it is now, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we felt like mental health is something that definitely affects us personally,
Definitely.
but it definitely affects just those around us.
Right,
So
right.
why not talk about it? And before we, dive into our menu topic of the day, I just wanted to lay some facts on y'all.
Okay.
So, did you know that African American adults are 20% more likely to experience mental health issues than the rest of the population? Did you know that?
Kinda.
I didn't know that, but I could have guessed that. I would have thought
Yeah.
30% or more, but I could have guessed that.
400 years of bad luck.
Yeah. Check this out. African Americans of all ages are more likely to witness or be victims of serious violent crimes. Exposure to violence increases the risk of developing a mental health condition such as post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and anxiety.
That's sad.
if you grew up in the hood, more than likely you battle with mental health.
That's
Like
sad. That's really sad.
it just is what it is. But we felt like this is a topic that we need to discuss. This is a topic that that we need to, you know, face head on.
Right.
Um, so that's what's on the menu for today.
Well, I'm ready to eat.
You ready to eat?
I'm ready to eat.
So with mental health, we're gonna come at it from this aspect.
Okay.
Mental health is affected a lot. Let me. How can I put this? The people around us can affect our mental health.
Friends,
That's very true. Oh,
Friends, not just
family.
friends, family, spouses,
partners.
yeah, all of that. But especially your friends.
Yeah.
And in this new season, no pun intended, but it just this new season of life, coming out of the pandemic, it's different. The pandemic showed us a lot. It showed us, who we could rely on, who we couldn't. It showed us our goods, our bads. It put a mirror up to a lot of things, and one of those things that it put up to me was just who I surrounded myself with and how that affected my mental. You know how it
Right.
Yeah,
affected just how I moved around, how it affected just everything. Like, and especially you when that option of hanging around people is taken away.
see who your real friends
Um,
are.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so, a question for you guys is like, when did you realize that someone was really your friend? You know, like when even before we dive into friends not upholding you
Right.
know the word of friend,
Right.
but when did you realize
Oh.
um that someone was really your friend?
Hmm.
I would say
That's a good
for
question.
me it was 2018 June or July.
Hmm.
I had lost my car. Somebody had hit me, and I think sometimes you don't realize until you have a car how much you do for people, and you kind of
Yeah.
expect people to do the same, and they don't. And that's when I really
Yeah.
realized, like, all right, it's a lot of niggas in my quote unquote circle that ain't really solid.
Right.
Yeah. That's a.
That's real. That's real. So, was it just that one instance you realize it, or was it like an accumulation of things, and it was just like, damn,
I
like,
think for me, like, once that door is cracked, like every little situation after that, like that door starts to open a little more, and now the door is
right?
wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was more. It was more so. I think people are friends
It's
when you
convenient.
can benefit.
It's
Yeah,
convenient.
Yep.
yeah, or when they can benefit from you. Like, and once you don't have anything beneficial for them,
Chunk up the deuces.
see ya.
I would say for me would probably be when I first started. Well, I realized it sort of at a younger age, but I would say like for sure, is when I went off to college and my home
Hmm.
friends was like, "Oh, you acting different. You in school. You in college. Like you
Hmm.
going to college parties." This is like, my
Right.
nigga, you can't get jealous of me because I want to go get an education and you staying here. So I would
Right.
say that was probably one of the biggest you know, friendship changes
Definitely.
that I would
Hmm.
experience. And then I would say it's sort of similar. Once I got to Langston, and I think it was like my second year at Langston, when we were all on the SAB, all of our relationships have grown really close during that one
Right.
semester. That one semester, everybody had got super close. But then when we had went to home for Christmas break, and it's like,
Hmm.
damn, like
Where'd it go?
we only school friends,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep.
know.
Didn't hear from people.
You didn't hear from people, so I would
No,
say
no Merry Christmas text. None of
none,
that. None of
none.
that.
And like our alumni was big on our colleagues pretty much being our family. Back at Langston it's sort of
Right.
like it's only us in Langston. Everybody asks like,
No,
"Where's
literally,
Langston at?"
literally.
In Langston, literally
In
in
Langston.
Langston. So these
Right.
people
So
like
small.
for most people when they go to college who doesn't go to an HBCU, they go to school and then they drive home or sometimes they live on campus. Our whole world, our whole life is consumed on this one yard, this one campus. So we move around this one thing. So we love our family to death, don't get me wrong, but these people have became our family because this is all we know for 6 months period at a time. Um
Right.
so I would say
And
that probably was a
and was saying that, let me ask you this, like
okay.
with um I guess the convenience of being on campus and seeing
Hmm.
people every day, it's easy to support your
Yeah,
friends, you know?
Right,
It's
for
easy
sure.
to show up, it's easy to
it's convenient.
be there for them. It's
Hmm.
easy.
Hmm.
But now that we are in, different locations, a lot of us don't, I mean, all of us don't live in the same city anymore.
Hmm.
Um, and now that life is different for everybody now. I
Hmm.
think that really shows you, um, who's who in your life.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
with that, if your friend doesn't support you, is that really your friend?
No. No.
Straight
No.
up.
And J-Mo like no, he don't agree with that. But I feel like no because I feel like in certain aspects, social media is very dominant right now.
Hmm.
So a lot of people try to use financial reasons for reasons why you can't support. You literally can retweet, you can repost. It costs nothing to do that. You're on your phone.
Nothing.
Some people's friends scroll past people's posts and not like or not comment or not share it just out of spite. So yes, I
Right.
feel like if you can't support me, you don't even have to support me
But
financially.
what if
But
it's
if you can't
trash?
support me,
Like,
huh?
what if whatever they're
But as
doing
a
is trash?
I'm not gonna.
okay,
I'm
so
not gonna
J Mo,
lie.
if
I've reposted stuff that was trash to my friends, or that I not
same.
even that was trash, but that wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay, let me ask you this:
But it might be cup of tea for somebody that follows me
if
or
they're
somebody that
if
Right.
they're really your
might look at
friend,
it.
why not tell them it's trash?
I mean, I have.
Because I feel like it's subjective, like and it depends on what it is. Like if it's like a t-shirt design or if it's like a song or something, like that's their art, like that's their
Yeah.
interpretation of whatever they wanted to put out. So if that's what they wanted to put out, they felt it was good enough to put it out,
So,
then that's on
So
them. So be it. I
I'll
support
give
it.
I'll give an example, and I don't think it's trash. Sometimes it doesn't have to be trash. It's just something that you're not interested in.
okay.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I'm gonna give an example. Y'all know Monica. She has the Serene Glow Butter, right?
Hmm.
It's an
Hmm.
amazing quality. Shout out to her, y'all. For real, shout out to her. She's
Get
doing
that
her damn
serene
thing with that
butter.
It
shit.
is good. I
It's
got
it's
some. I got some.
it's
It's
I do
fire.
too.
But I have eczema and I have psoriasis. So when I put all that thick cream on me, sometimes it clogs up my pores and stuff like that. I love this. I love it. But I always like try to buy a 4 ounce regardless, and I'll give it to someone. I love it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I can't use it for my skin.
Hmm.
But it's just
Right.
like why not? Why not pay for $12? I mean, what is that really gonna do? Or why not repost it on your Instagram feed? Or why not? I mean, like Paul said, it might not be for you, but it could be for somebody else. And honestly, I be still
Exactly.
using it on my elbows and my heels and toes.
Right.
But
But to that point, I also think like people have to get out of this mindset. If I don't repost your stuff on social media, I don't support you. I can support you in person, being there to help you, whatever it is. But I think a lot of people,
But sometimes that's needed. Like that
yeah,
is, I need that support. Like if somebody's dropping something that just came out, and like we said, like with social media and everything, that is marketing, and I'm marketing my product. And as my friend, like we're not talking about associates. We're not talking about people that's high and by. These is people. These is like your circle, your main folks. You know what I'm saying? These are your friends.
I
Like
would say
these
the
are the
biggest
people that
issue,
should be backing you the most.
mhm,
the
And
biggest issue is
if
that when they don't repost your stuff, but when they have something, they want you to repost their stuff. That becomes the issue. Now, how you said,
there you
JMO,
go.
you like these people don't do it socially, but they do it in person, physically. It's like, thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much, I appreciate the support. And it's like, okay, I'll give you a pass. You don't do social media or whatever the case is, but boom, now you got a lash line or whatever the case is, and now you want me to post it. Now it's just like a
Okay,
wait,
I
but
see
I
what you're
thought we don't
saying.
do social media. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just like, I don't absolutely think if you don't post, you're not my friend, but I do think it really, your story is 24 hours. Like, come on.
Or it's like, bro, you post all the time, or you know what I'm saying, or sis, you post all the time. That wasn't. I don't want anybody to think that was directed towards anybody,
Right.
but like people post all the time, or people post anything. Like, so why wouldn't you post like your man's or your sis? Like that just
Mm-hmm.
don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, like people be friends, but they be haters at the same time, or
Definitely.
they're jealous. Like they get jealous of other people's success, and
Mm,
that's weird. Like
I mean,
that's not friendship.
you
Like
know what they say, you gotta keep your friends close and your
yeah.
enemies closer. And unfortunately, I mean, I don't work like that, but that's people's mindset,
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
which is sad.
Unfortunately, but that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy.
So
So when do y'all think that it's actually affecting your mental health with your friends now? Like, when does that line get drawn between, like, okay, this is actually affecting me mentally?
I think when people don't show up for you, period, that hurts. Like, so, and that affects
Mm-hmm.
you. I know if people don't show up for me, like that shit hurts. Like
Mm-hmm.
when people don't, and I don't ask for nothing. Like as a friend, like I don't ask y'all for nothing. Like I ask y'all to answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like. Talk to me, have a conversation, but I don't ask niggas for money. Like I don't ask,
Same.
you know what I'm saying? I don't ask for favors, but
Mm-hmm.
niggas ask me for any and everything. You feel me? And expect for me
Yeah.
to deliver. And majority of the time, if I can, I will. But at some point, it's like, my nigga, can you show me some
Can it be
love? Like,
reciprocated?
yeah, or don't just show up for me when I got shit going on, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't just be the friend. Like, oh, now that you popping, now that I got something,
Mm-hmm.
like you wanna be all in the mix, or you wanna post my shit, but you wasn't posting me when I just had like just an example like with the book.
Mm-hmm.
Kierra had hella people posting the book, like love the support,
Right.
appreciate it. But damn, like my nigga, I'm dropping vlogs every week.
Yeah.
Like every week, I'm
Mm.
dropping
Two a
vlogs,
You
week.
got a
bro.
point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just as bad because I don't post Kira stuff as much as I should. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But like, but when people see that you popping, they want to be like, oh yeah, I know them. Like, you
Yeah.
feel me? Like I'm a part of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool and it's appreciated, but like, let's
Yeah.
let's be consistent with that love. You feel me? Not
Mm-hmm.
just like sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely agree.
No, yeah, I definitely feel like that. And I would piggyback of what you said, Paul, about like my vlogs. Like when you said sometimes it can be hurtful, it can be a little hurtful sometimes. Well, not as much now. It's because I've been doing it for a while, and that's just what comes with it. I've realized that.
Mm-hmm.
But the book, it costs money to buy. The vlog is absolutely free.
It's free.
It doesn't take you anything to like. It doesn't take you anything to comment. It doesn't take you anything to subscribe. And one of my closest friends, she actually don't like YouTube. She don't like anything about YouTube, but she'll still try to go on there and binge watch. Or sometimes I just say, just let it run in your background. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to watch it. You don't have to like it. But I mean, you could at least hit the subscribe button and then go on about your day. Like that's, helping me get more watch hours and things like that. But it does become hurtful because it's just like, how are you my friend? But okay, sorry, real quick. I had some people around me that don't watch the videos, right? But the moment
Right.
that we're out in public and I have the camera, they're the first one like, "What's up,
Let me get in
kids?
it.
Oh,
Follow
look
me
at
on
the
my
video.
Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram. I'm about to take over this channel, all this kind of stuff." And it's just like, what? Like, you don't even like. It's just mad annoying. But this is sad to say, but I've I'm used to it. I've adapted to it.
Yeah.
I've been doing YouTube for over 4 years, and this is what
Dang.
I've gotten. So I know
Right.
Reagan and I started in 2015. I mean, we haven't been consistent, but I mean,
Yeah, that's when it started.
yeah. So it is what it is. You just know how to handle certain people. It's just
Yeah, absolutely.
some
I
friends are
mean,
just people you know, not friends, just people you know.
right. Or sometimes when things change in your life or the seasons change in your life, those friends need to change as well. Like,
Or
Right.
just not even
sometimes
change,
it's
just be dropped. Cut ties.
yeah.
You talk about seasons,
Mm-hmm.
like with leaves, when those leaves fall in your yard, you rake them up, put them in a trash bag.
And it's
They
It's
over.
gotta
over
go.
with. Yeah.
They gotta
You
go.
don't let them stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't.
You gotta go.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think ultimately you are who you hang around. And
Yeah.
if you hang around people that stress you or, give you less than what you giving them, you're gonna lose every time. And
Mhm.
we can't keep pouring empty cups, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure,
Like
for
we
sure.
can't keep giving. We give so much as friends, as family. And a lot of times we forget about ourselves. We forget about taking care of home. And
Yeah.
it's a lot carrying other people's shit. Like it's a
Right.
lot when people come to you with their problems, and it's a lot trying to fix and help everybody. I think naturally we're all good people that like to help, and
Right.
with
Big
that, like
facts.
sometimes people take advantage.
Most times.
Sometimes people
Yes.
just expect it.
Mhm.
And sometimes like I said, it's like, damn nigga, can can I get some help? Can I get a break?
Hmm.
Right.
And ultimately we have to take care of home, and with taking care of home, number one is taking care of your mental.
Yes,
And
for sure.
I don't think we can be good sons, daughters, my parents,
People. Players.
spouses.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said people.
We can't people. We can't be the best for
Version
others
of
if we
ourselves.
not if we're not taking care of home. So I think it was
Yeah.
super important that we talked about our mental, and how your friends affect that and your family affects that. And if
Mhm.
people aren't contributing to you or aren't helping you,
Right.
then
You gotta go.
take an assessment of that and switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts. I feel the same way. I definitely feel the same way. James, I have a question for you. Back in college, you had a big, vibrant personality, and
Hmm.
you had a lot of friends. With that being said, did you ever feel like your mental health was that you were drowning mentally due to you always having a poker face of seeming like you're always happy, you JMO, you the David Ruffin, like, because I
Appreciate
mean,
that.
I mean, God, I'm just saying, because
Yes.
I rarely heard people say, like, like, you see JMO, he having a bad day, or you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
like, you never heard people like JMO's pissed, well, except that was one time,
A
but
few times.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
not gonna talk
yeah.
about that. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, usually you've always just had positive vibes,
Hmm.
do you feel like
Right.
mentally that you were drawn in as well due to that, trying to, have a facade?
Honestly, no, because my close friends,
Okay.
I knew I could always come to them. Um,
Okay.
like I was cool with a lot of people, but
Mhm.
yeah, I wouldn't say I don't really know how to answer that. I would say anytime I had a
Okay.
problem or anything, it was the people that,
Mm-hmm.
we would be kicking it with on a Friday night or something, like that small group.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are my real friends. And I think after I left college I realized, like, perfect example, me and Kierra.
Uh
We're
huh.
great friends, but we don't talk Monday to
Mm-hmm.
Friday. But when we see each
Right.
other, it's like I just talked to you yesterday. So I've
Right.
Yeah.
learned within those close friends, like, as long as I got my inner circle, my inner core, like, I'm good. and I can, navigate and fake the funk with all these other people because I know, like, regardless, if I need to talk to somebody
Right.
about, something real in my life, I know who to go to.
Right.
Right. And I feel like what you said, J Mo, is true. I think also people in their friendships need to learn their friends. Like how you said that some people could look at J Mo and I and be like, they don't ever talk or whatever the case is, so they ain't cool no more. It's like we are cool, but that's just our communication style.
Facts.
Like,
Right.
and then the time that J Mo called me or I called him, we on the phone for like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But that 3 hours is the 3 hours for 3 months, I mean, between the social media and stuff like that. But anytime we go any place, J Mo and I naturally link up because we just like this.
Both scared of dogs.
But it's just like J Mo allergic.
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 But I feel like it is important for people to learn their friends a little bit more because that can also determine how that could affect their mental health. Because some people could be like, oh, he don't text me, he don't call me, he don't do this, he don't do that. I'm dropping him as a friend because mentally it's draining. And it's not like I'm not mentally trying to be draining. I just have to have my
Right.
space. And there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with me, but that's just how we communicate.
Facts.
Absolutely, and that shit just how it's gotta be. Like, no
Yeah.
hard feelings.
Yeah. They always say people got different friends for different things.
Man, that's my whole life. That was in college. That was like my whole. You feel me? My whole thing. Like,
So
I
was
had
it drowning for
different-
you, Paul?
I think it. Sometimes, yeah. I think it was for me. It was drowning, like putting on a facade that that I couldn't do no bad, or like trying to be like the ideal student.
You did do a great
like,
job at that.
I'm just saying,
I
like,
think
it's
you're
a
talking about from
facade.
like
Like,
the outside
like,
looking in.
Okay.
yeah, like, like you're trying to. I mean, y'all don't see me from
Stay
a whole
walking out of
different
meetings.
point of view, but I'm saying from a student body aspect,
Right.
I was trying to uphold, myself to certain standards that my nigga, I'm in college, like,
Right.
I'm not getting paid for this, but but that's what it was. And I think that senior year, like when I wasn't really involved with hella
It was
stuff,
a
I
good
got
year.
to I got to just be free. I just got to be
So
me.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was like my most me year ever. Like, I got to, I was working. Like, I just was doing me. Like, that
To
whole
Yeah.
that
year.
point, I
And
think for me, that's when I realized who my friends were because most of y'all graduated
Oh.
the year before. So
Right.
for me, friend wise, it was only like 3 of us. So it was just like that's when I really started to realize, like, dang, my real friends, like, they're gone. And that made me kind of
Yeah.
appreciate, the relationships that I had with them. Because it's like when I do hang out with y'all or do talk to y'all, it's like this time isn't forever. So you really got to cherish that time with them at that moment.
Yeah.
you do.
No, that's
Like,
facts. Same thing. Even though you were still in school, Reagan and I, we stayed together, and that's how we felt. I mean, it was just us two. We didn't hang out with nobody else. Nobody picked up the phone with us, and we always tried to make sure that we had hosting set.
whoa. I picked up the phone.
Paul.
Y'all live down
I'm
the
talking
street.
about. No, Paul wasn't here at the time. I'm talking about like we would see
I
people.
was in Houston. Yeah, I was. That's
I'm
when I
saying
moved to Houston.
and this is just big facts. I'm saying that Reagan and I will be at home in our separate rooms, and we would see all of our friends on Snapchat hanging out and turning up. And I'm like, dang, since we don't go there no more, like, and I mean, it wouldn't even solely be at school. It would be in the city, like right down the street, And it's just like, dang, like, that's when we started realizing, like, I mean, shit changed. And that's why we always tried to make sure that we could host parties there, like, invited you, Terry, JD multiple times. Like we still friends. Like but it's hard when people grow. It's hard when people
And that's why I'm always
separate. Sometimes
And when you're not in that same environment
out of
anymore,
sight, out of mind.
And that's the reason why I'm
Yeah,
always the one trying to plan the trips because it's just like, life is so short. And like when we went on the cabin trip, we didn't do nothing, but it was a great time.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
we're all, in 3 different
I
states
think we
now.
did do something.
I mean, not really.
We went to the farm,
I didn't want to go to the
I
farm.
hated the farm.
the petting zoo or whatever. That was crazy. I never go to one of them
But
again.
I'm saying like that
I'm not.
that was
Yeah. It was like a
2018.
bonding time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Hmm.
hella fun.
So it's like,
Hmm.
when your friends move and the older we get, it's like it's important to take those trips with your real friends. But,
Yeah.
people be flaking.
And for us, y'all, just like a background, like I had said earlier, like we see each other Monday through Sunday. There's no gaps in between. 9 times out of 10, none of us went home. This was our home.
Right.
So even after I guess the student union was closed, like for J-Mo, Paul, and myself, we were still in the union after hours. You know,
Our days didn't end till
we
like
was
midnight.
yeah, and then even if it did end at midnight, now we gotta all go to Paul's house
To
because
eat.
we gotta eat.
Right.
So,
Man,
with that being said, y'all, and I know it might sound
good
dramatic, but with
times.
that being said, that's a big adjustment for people who's with each other 24. It's essentially like a
It was
form of
super hard.
yeah,
It's super hard.
it's a form of like a physical relationship, even though we're not like physical attached to each other. But I mean, like it's like I literally
I
hang out
see.
with
I
these
would
people,
see. I saw y'all more than I saw my family.
literally.
Like I saw my friends more than I saw my family. Like just simple as that. And we became like Kierra said, we became family. And
Hmm.
when we graduated, I remember I had a moment where it was like super depressing. Like
Hmm.
me and Wada had moved to Houston,
Hmm.
and even though me and Wada is best friends, boys, like we was still like,
Still
damn,
lonely.
bro, like this shit is depressing, like because it just changed so
Instantly.
quickly,
Yep.
Hmm.
and man, it hit us hard. I know it hit me super hard.
Hmm.
That's why I was driving back to Oklahoma like every other week. And that sounds crazy, but like I
Hmm.
needed that. Like
Yeah.
I needed that support.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and
Every other week.
yeah, that
Tripping.
was crazy. So if after college, if anybody is listening to this, any seniors that's about to graduate, even in high school, because it kind of happened in high school too, but you feel that void with your college friends.
Yeah.
But man, when you step into that adult life outside of college and you're used to being in an
Hmm.
environment around people, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be
Yeah, for
real
sure.
different.
Especially for the people who's listening, if they do go to an HBCU, because honestly, and
Hmm.
not downing a PWI, HBCU experience and a PWI experience is a totally different experience as well. If you guys want to know a little bit more about that, go to Just Key, JUSTKI. Listen to my HBCU
Or you can ask
experience.
me, because I've been to both.
Listen to part 1 and
Me
part 3.
too. Me
Me
too.
3.
Me too. Paul been to both.
Oh yeah,
Me
we
3.
can do a whole episode about that. Gemma,
Literally.
oh wow, we all have been to
That's
PWI. I'm
crazy.
tripping.
Yeah.
Yes. But y'all, real quick,
Z. Oh yeah, we got it.
when you go to college, y'all. I mean, okay, when you're in high school, huh?
Oh no, I was saying write that idea
Oh,
down.
Yeah, we gotta write that down.
when you're in high school, y'all, you know yourself, right? But when you go to college, you're a whole different person. You become a whole different person, and the people that you hang around with and surround you help form you into your new you. And just rebuttaling what we're saying earlier, it's just like, damn, these are the people that help molded me to
No,
Right.
facts.
whatever this is, because I just always think about, like, I mean, you have crazy stories with people. I just think about this time that me, Paul, and Chris, and then by the grace of God, JD told me to get out the car, and Chris and Paul got into this big ass car accident that could have killed them. And the only thing I'm thinking is just like, I'm
Hmm?
When Chris fell
what?
asleep.
Y'all could, well, y'all could have died, Paul. What are you talking about, huh?
No, I blanked out. I'm sorry.
Oh, the whole point of me saying this is just that when y'all got into that accident, in my head, I was thinking like I really didn't know if y'all were gonna come out, just from the outside
Yeah.
looking in. So it's just like, damn, these people are
We'll
your
talk about
family.
that later. That's definitely going to be a
Yeah.
story time
Hey,
and stuff.
Chris,
Definitely a
if you're
story time.
listening, go ahead and admit you fell asleep, bro. It's cool. It's cool, man.
Look at Paul's face. We
We'll
don't know what
never know.
happened. We don't know what happened, but all we do know is that it was very drastic.
We made it out. That's all I know.
Y'all, Paul is
It
a
was
funny
hard,
motherfucker.
man. It was hard,
Paul
man.
Paul was running through quicksand, y'all.
We're going to talk about it later. We're going to talk about
Yeah.
it later in detail. Shout out to my boy Chris, though, man.
Yes.
We made it out about that thing. Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy
Yes.
story,
Yes.
but
Yes. Yes.
for real, blood brothers after that one.
Made it out.
No, for real.
Made it out
But
the mud.
but anyway, last thoughts on the menu
Mm-hmm.
topic of today. On mental health. Like, what's your
Mm-hmm.
last thoughts? What you need to tell the people about their mental health?
Jayma, you want to start it off?
Yeah. I would say it's important that you have somebody outside of your family to talk to,
Facts.
because your family, they don't really understand mental health. Like, let me rephrase that. My family,
Mm-hmm.
mental health is something that's
No.
kind of new. So,
Yeah.
if you got a friend that you can talk to
Right.
about that, I feel like you'll be 100 times better.
Or a therapist.
Big facts.
Or a therapist, yep.
I would leave off with this topic is for guys, don't be too hard on yourself. That's something that I struggle with a lot. And honestly, mentally, that messes you up. Um, Give yourself a break. Congratulate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I know sometimes we look at the bigger picture and be like, well, I didn't do this. Well, you still did,
That
something like,
facts.
and I think mentally that's drowning. Also, second thing I want to say is check in on your strong friends. I know that post goes around a lot, but that's real. Check in on your strong friends because, like what Paul said, y'all wouldn't believe how many calls I get weekly about different people venting and crying and all this kind of stuff. And I always think in the midst of them texting me or calling me, like,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they think that I'm cool, but I'm never the type of person that's gonna be like, yes, sis, but let me tell you about what I
Right.
got going on. But
Mm-hmm.
check on your strong friends, check on your friends regardless. If they don't say it, quick, how you doing today? It's
Yeah,
good.
that's real. I like that one.
Absolutely. And for me, I would say if people are not pouring into you, if they're not giving you what you need
Mhm.
from them in your friendship, relationship, if anything,
Mhm.
cut them off, man. Like protect your mental at all costs.
Right.
Before anything, take care of home. Like, and if you don't, you're gonna lose in the end. Like, because at the end of the day, people are always gonna make sure they take care of themselves. So
Mhm.
make sure you taking care of you.
I like that one.
That's facts. That's
Gym
facts.
droppers.
Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first episode. So if you made
That's
it thus
crazy.
far, we appreciate you, man. We're like an
Very much
hour
so.
in, so we really appreciate you guys for tuning into the first episode of Good Season in the podcast. We will be having episodes frequently. We're not gonna say weekly yet. We're not gonna say
Yeah.
bi-weekly
Just
yet,
stay
but
tuned.
We
we're gonna say
working.
frequently
We working.
because we all have busy lives, but we're gonna make it happen. So if you tuned in, we appreciate you. I do want to give a shout out to who I want to give a shout out to. First shout out, I'm gonna give a shout out to my baby mama, aka my fiance
You
Rihanna,
ghetto.
and
Nice.
my baby Reese,
Okay.
my
Oh, Reese,
little
You
baby.
Reese.
set the bar high.
So shout outs to my family, man. Family is everything.
Hmm.
So shout outs to the fam. Y'all got shout outs? Y'all want to shout out anybody else?
Yeah, shout out to my daughter, Nyla. I actually got on her earphones today because she
Represent.
is playing hide and seek with my other earphones. So, but shout out to my baby girl, Nyla. She's 2 years old and she is my motivation. It's just me and her against the world right now. So, we in
Chip,
this
chip.
I
together.
love that. I love
We
that.
in this
Yeah,
together.
I
You know,
love
I
it.
ain't got no fiance. I ain't got no kids, but shout out to my special boo. She know who she is. We're gonna keep it at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna keep it at that.
I wonder how many gonna be wondering.
Hopefully just one.
Oh, Jesus
No.
man.
I'm ready for J-Mo to have one special boo. So
It's about time, man. It's about time. But we're going to get into that later,
That's the
man.
topic.
But we appreciate you guys for tuning in to the first episode
One last thing.
of the podcast.
Make sure that y'all follow us on all social media platforms.
Yes.
What's the handle, Key?
my Instagram is at that THAT1_dimple. And my YouTube, most importantly, is Just Key, JUSTKI.
I was asking you what the pod handle was, but that's cool too.
Well, you know what you said earlier. You gotta take care of yourself first.
You got to. I love it.
Thanks.
Our Instagram is Good Seasoning the Pod.
And
On
J-Mo,
IG.
on IG, and you can find us on YouTube.
Yep, at the same. Good Seasoning the Pod.
So, J-Mo?
Yeah, man. Y'all can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at JMO the Passer, THAPASSER. I don't really post nothing on Instagram, so y'all can follow me on Twitter.
Okay.
Cool. And y'all can follow me everywhere at Deepaupuh. Yeah, THEEPAULPUGH on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere at Deepaupuh.
And y'all don't forget, if y'all dreams is not big enough, they not scaring y'all.
Hey, if you're not laughing, you're not living.
You didn't like that one, J-Mo?
No, I did. I was trying to think of something cool to say, but I ain't got nothing. So we're gonna end it on that note. I like that.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all.
All right,
God is good all the time.
What, J-Mo?
God is good all the time.
All the time.
God is good all the time.
All the time. We checking out right now at 12:11 a.m. Central Time.
Love y'all.
Oh, love y'all. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Good Seasoning the Podcast. If you like what you just heard,
I want another one.
Same here.
please subscribe, rate, and review. You can also watch us on full HD on our YouTube, Good Seasoning. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Good Seasoning the Pod.